Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to What Shall We Do Next? And today I decided, since I haven't done a Motivational Monday in a long time, literally forgot about it, but I thought today would be a pretty good day to do that. So I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been feeling too great the last few weeks. I've just been kind of down, rethinking life. I guess it's been kind of worse ever since I turned 30 back in August. I just never felt the same again. I've been trying my best to just get through the days and stuff like that, and it's kind of a scary feeling because I feel like I'm starting to worry that I'm not, on the right path. I'm not doing what I should be doing. I'm running out of time. I should be married with kids. I haven't got any of that shit. Like, what is going on? Like, it gets pretty daunting, and it becomes overwhelming, and it gets to a point where you start to do what I did pretty much all last week, which was literally lock myself in my bedroom, in the darkness. I was just turning out the lights, I was having the curtains closed, and I was just sitting in the total dark, because I just felt safe in the dark. Like, it was literally pitch black, and I felt safe, I felt comfortable, I felt like I was hidden away from this mean world that is going on around us, and it was the one place where I actually felt free. I had a little bit of a breakdown, I can't lie. It made me cry like a little baby wussy pussy pants. Not proud of that, but I did. I may have shed a few tears that day. But the actual reason for me crying that day, it was like this one particular night. It wasn't even in my bedroom, it was in the kitchen. I turned out the lights. I can't remember why. I just wanted to see how dark it was, I guess. I wasn't even in a sad mood or anything. I just thought, I'll turn out the lights. Turned out the lights. I guess I was like trying to spook myself a little bit, but it turned into something else. It was like an awakening. It was a weird feeling that came over me. I stood in the darkness, and all I just felt was like total silence, total darkness, nothing. Like there was nothing going on. And I stood there for probably like maybe 10, 20 minutes. I don't know. The time felt really weird. Like there was no concept of time in the dark. And I was standing there, and I was just thinking about, like, my life, my childhood, my family, my friends, things that have happened to me, how I grew up, and like, all the memories with my family, and things that I would have normally taken for granted. Little things in life, such as, like, cooking meals with my grandmother, things like that. Like, these little things that I do that I just don't even really think of. But I thought, these are good times. Like, this is a good life. And here I am being depressed and sad because life is hard. Life sucks. And it made me feel, I guess the reason why I started to cry was because I felt guilty. I felt this overwhelming guilt. Like, here I am complaining and being sad and miserable, and my family have, they've given me the best that they could, and I've had a good life. I had a good childhood, I have had a good life. It wasn't anything to do with my family why I'm like this. Like, my family are all very happy-go-lucky people, but me, I'm like the only one that's like this, closed off, don't really talk to them, and it's out of my own choice. Like, it's not anything personal against any of them. It's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like a feeling an undeserving feeling. I feel like when I'm around them, I feel bad because they're happy. And then there's me, just like the ugly duckling, the black sheep of the family. And I feel like I just ruin it. I feel like I ruin things just by being present. So I really thought about this. It was like a psychological exercise being in the dark that day. Just total darkness, total silence. And I thought of all this, and I was really starting to understand why I am the way I am and why I shut myself away. And I think it is a feeling of like, I feel like I'm ruining things just by being there. So I would much rather live without that guilt and lock myself in my room and never come out, never see people, stay in my house. Like, that's what I do. And although I wish I had company, I also realized I'm kind of like, I wish I had company. I hate being alone. But at the same time, it's like there's people out there who want me to, be with them. There's people who want me to come to them and like do stuff with them and like invite me to things, and I always say no because I feel like I always thought it was like I don't want to. I'm an introvert. I can't deal with like people, but it's something so much more than that. Something deeply rooted. And it's kind of just opened my eyes to it a little bit. And it was like this awakening experience I had. And the reason I'm telling you guys about this is because if you're feeling the same way I do, I encourage you to do that. If you had a relatively good childhood and you can't understand why, like your life is fine. What is, as long as you have a roof over your head, you have food in your stomach, what do you have going that's like wrong? Are you worried about like what? Payments that got to be made, not having enough money, taxes, there's all this stuff that's like first world problems, I guess you could say. And it feels stressful. It is daunting. I worry that I can't afford to live. I'm stressing out. I freak out about it a lot. But at the end of the day, I was talking to my boss earlier today, and we talked about how short life really is. And I'm not just talking about like the fact that anyone could die at any age. I mean, literally, even the oldest person in the world, anyone who's lived the longest, their life was nothing but a speck of dust on the timeline of existence. Like when you look at the magnitude of time and then you put a lifespan of a human being there, it's nothing but a speck of dust. It's literally it's not even the size of a pinhead. It's crazy how short life is. And no matter what you do, no matter what happens in life, whether you're really rich and successful, whether you're less successful and poor, whether you're happy, whether you're sad, whether you have a good life, whether you're creating good memories with friends, no matter what you have, we're all going to end up in the ground eventually. Like, it's just a fact of life. And I know you guys already know this, but when you really think about it, if you're feeling depressed and sad and you're worried, you're worried about, because I was thinking about this, what is it that we worry about? I'm a very overthinky person, and I worry a lot. I have this awful anxiety, which I get, especially in the morning time. I was literally talking about this to my friend this morning, or this afternoon. We were talking about it, and I was telling her, when I came to work this morning, I had this, I woke up and I had this, anxiety feeling, and I get this quite a lot, but it's worse on a Sunday night. When I go to bed at Sunday night, wake up Monday morning, and I love going to work. I have friends at work, so it's it's not like I'm stressed out about going to work or anything like that, but I just have this, weird anxiety. I wake up, it's my heart's racing, I go to reach for my vape to calm me down, and as I'm reaching for my vape, I noticed this morning I was shaking. And I was like, this isn't normal. I'm fucking shaking. Why am I shaking and having fucking, palpitations first thing in the morning? I've just opened my eyes. God damn it. Can't I catch a break? And I thought about it, and I really wanted to take this in this morning. And I was like, what is it that I'm feeling right now? What is the sensation? How can I describe it? Because I want to make a memory, make a note of this in my memory and then tell somebody. So I told my friend today that it's like a fuzzy, weird, statical feeling in my chest and in my arms and legs. It's like a weird, statical, fuzzy feeling, I guess. That's the only way I can describe it. But my heart's beating really fast and I'm shaking at the same time. And I told her that, and it happens every morning, but it's always seems to be worse on Monday morning, and I think that's because I haven't seen anybody at all the day before, because Sunday is my free day. And so I was telling my friend, I was like, I don't know why, it's a weird anxiety, I'm super anxious. I guess it's I'm gonna have to go out there in the world and socialize. But it really is a weird feeling. I am a very, very antisocial person. I want to be social. You guys wouldn't think that by watching my videos. I love to talk a lot, but that's when I'm talking about the things that I enjoy, that I like. I guess I like to act weird on camera, but in real life, it's I have this fear of being judged by eyes. With a camera, there is no eye. There is a lens, but it's not an eye. But the eyes and people looking at me and facial expressions, I don't know. It's nobody ever really judges me, but I guess I have this fear that one day they will. And I think that would hurt me a lot, because I try to love everybody. There isn't a single person that I have a grudge against. I take that back. There is one person that I wish would die. Sorry, that was a little mean, but If you knew. If only you knew. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, I guess I worry about becoming close to people as well for the same reason. I can't really call this a motivational Monday because there's nothing motivational about it. I guess I just want you guys to know, who are out there and feel these same feelings, to know that you're not alone. Like, I'm literally going through the same thing. We all are. Some of us handle it better than others. Some of us just have it awful. I think the moral of this story is just to say life is short. Don't sweat the small stuff. I know it's easier said than done. And I'm being a hypocrite by telling you guys to do something when I don't even do it myself. But it's something that I want to practice what I'm preaching right now. But I guess just getting it out there can help me as well as help you. Let me know in the comment section, do you guys relate to any of this? And how do you cope with whatever you're dealing with in your life? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out and chase your dreams.